This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show, broadcasting from the Major Mortgage Man Cave. Here's Jason Walker.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. The Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle. It is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Coming up today in the Major Mortgage Man Cave, we're busy. Weekend recap coming up, along with the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, Montana Rodeo Roundup, and conversations with Capital coach Kyle Mihelish and rodeo star from Montana State, Brooke Wilson, all on the way. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun show. Also on this day in history, the walk-off, and so much more coming up on this Tuesday. Hope you had a good weekend. You can watch us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, and more. Go to jasonwalkershow.com. You can tweet us at jwalkersports. You can Facebook us. You can email us, jason@jasonwalkershow.com. And you can call in or text 406-209-1267. Get your nominees in for Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And we'll pick a winner coming up a little bit later on in the show. We began today with some sad news, and I'm sure you've heard by now, but Lewistown is mourning. A 17-year-old Lewistown high school student athlete killed in a car crash over the weekend. Fergus County Sheriff's Office telling 406mtsports.com Dylan Morris died in a single vehicle wreck Sunday night around 9:48. Well, the crash was reported around 9:48. The investigation is being handled. It was a single vehicle. Alcohol and drugs not factors in the crash. Morris was a senior involved in both the football team and the wrestling team. Lewistown off to a 6-1 start this fall. 6 foot, 330-pounder who played on both sides of the line. Was third at State A tournament last March rather. And everybody in the state is sending out support. There's a GoFundMe page. Havre, other schools are going to wear the initials DM71, his number, helmet decals this year and this week. But yeah, lots of sadness, thoughts and prayers definitely with that family. The GoFundMe page is online. You can find it at 406mtsports.com. There's a memorial service Sunday. Lewistown scheduled to host Miles City on Friday. And just a tough one when someone in the high school family passes on. So thoughts and prayers with that family and with the school. And friends and family there. So elsewhere, there are soccer playoffs going on. It's never easy to transition, but AA soccer playoffs underway. West High boys beat the Great Falls High boys 2-0. Girls about ready to play. Sentinel and Flathead rather playing. And then both Hellgate teams are getting underway. Capital boys taking on Butte at home. Bruins have scored the Bulldogs 10-1 this season. Capital girls beat Glacier 3-2. Helena High girls won 10-0. So some early soccer playoffs taking place right now. Gallatin beat Belgrade 2-0. 2-0, yeah. That was, I believe, the girls. But yeah, lots of soccer going on all over. It's fun. It's the playoffs, and that's why these kids are playing. They have a good time. There was some good football over the weekend. Had a great time down in Bozeman on Friday night calling the Hawks and Gallatin Raptors game. That was a lot of fun. Man, it's dark in here now. We got to fix that lighting. Got new helmets, by the way, before I go there. So got the Helena High and Capital helmets now sitting behind me. They play this weekend, by the way, at Vigilante. And the helmet right over my left shoulder is one of only 2 helmets of its kind. It is. Here, I'll grab it. I'll get the close up. Hold on, let me grab the helmet. Should have thought about this earlier. Just hopefully the books don't fall. All right. So there's only 1 or 2 of these helmets apparently in existence. And this is pretty cool. It is old school Eastern Montana Yellow Jackets helmet. Back when they had football. I mean, this is like mid to late 70s, like mid 70s, like right here. Look at the face mask. That's like Mean Joe Green, old school. But that's one of, I'm told, 2 helmets in existence right now of Yellow Jacket football, which could be a step closer to making an appearance and making a comeback. Just saying. We will have more news down the road, but it's looking better than it has in the last few years. So there is that. Anyway, had fun down in Bozeman, as I mentioned. The Hawks get the 38-35 win over Gallatin, and what an amazing football game. Jake Casagrande came as advertised. Jace Appleby, the running back. Gallatin had their quarterback who was hurt, but was playing defense, but they had a second stringer who threw for 5 touchdowns, and I can't remember the kid's name right now. But he was awesome. And then their running back was awesome for the Raptors. It's a good football team. It was a good football game down there in Bozeman. I had a lot of fun down there. Hope you got to see it on SWX Montana. If you didn't, sorry. It was fun. Let's see. Yeah, our lights are all screwed up. I don't know what happened. Let's see. What else happened? Oh, we went 6-4 in predictions this week. Got the Helena High game right. Picked 56-7 over Big Sky. They won 42-7. Got the East Helena Dillon game right. Picked Dillon 52-13. It was 42-0. Picked the Townsend over Big Timber right. It was 46-6. We picked 45-17. Jefferson defeated Manhattan 29-12. We picked 38-10. West had them beating CMR 38-21. It was 49-20. Columbia Falls at Whitefish, we did get this one wrong. I picked Whitefish 35-27. Sioux Falls won 35-19. Thought that Northern would get their first win, the Lights, and way wrong. Simon Fraser destroyed them 30-3. Lights now 0-7. Andrew Rollins won 1 game in his career, and that was Arizona Christian on the road a couple years ago, which a huge game. We got the Grizz game wrong. I picked the Grizz at home over Sac State, and Sac State won 28-21. Montana State at Weber, we got that one right. Cats won 13-7. Lowest scoring affair, we picked 31-21, but the Cats still won. And then Capital at Sentinel, I was way off on that one. Picked Capital to win 28-24, and Sentinel blitzed them 32-0. Held Capital to 71 total yards, 44 yards rushing. Capital came in averaging like 230-some yards on the ground and got held to 44 and lost like 50-plus. And not on quarterback sacks, just in lost runs. So we sit now 46-24 overall in our pick'em this fall. So there you go. Had some good nominees for your Auto Concepts Player of or Performance of the Week. Cade Holland for Helena High, a couple of touchdowns. Adam Jones for Sentinel, 3 touchdowns. Ryan Correa with a couple of touchdowns for Great Falls High in their win. Jake Rendina, 3 touchdowns for Glacier, 56-0 blitzing a Flathead. Mentioned the Bozeman score. Jackson Cotton. Luke Smith was really good. Luke Smith picked up a loose fumble and ran 50 yards for a touchdown. And then just a couple of minutes later, he got a 50-yard touchdown pass caught for a touchdown. Garrett Dahlke had 3 touchdowns in that game for Gallatin, which was really good. 2 of those went to his brother Noah. Noah also had a rushing touchdown. Let's see, West, 4 touchdown passes for Isaiah Clonch. Luke Clinton with a couple of touchdowns in Lewistown's big win over Central. Lewistown had not beaten Billings Central in like 35 years, and they got the win. And then, unfortunately, lost a teammate a couple of nights later. Tyson Rostad, 5 touchdown passes through the air, ran for a 6th. Hamilton hammered Libby. Kyson Moran. It's the same names year by year, week by week, because they're just great football players. Jarrett Wilson, 4 touchdown passes, ran for a 5th. Polson shut out Browning 35-0. Let's see. Braden Morris, a previous winner of Auto Contest Performance of the Week. Jefferson, 3 touchdowns, 2 in the air, 1 on the ground in their big win over Manhattan. Rex Williamson for Malta, 237 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Pat Deshane, 4 touchdowns for Florence Carlton. Bryce Humphrey with 3 touchdowns for St. Ignatius, as did Kellen McClure, who was also a previous Auto Contest Performance of the Week. Let's see here. Dylan Flatt with 4 touchdowns for Shields Valley and a big win over Bridger, number 5 over number 3, 30-26 over the weekend. That was a good one. Flatt also had 17 tackles and a fumble recovery. That's pretty good. That's getting the job done. Let's see. Coulter Ball for Benton. He had 3 touchdowns and 270 yards. And Jacob Hilary, 3 touchdowns for Denton Geyser Stanford Grass Range Win It. Brady Bance with 3 as well. Webo's Jonathan Harris, 4 touchdowns. And, very good ones. Very, very good ones. All right, if you have a nominee you would like to get in, you can. 406-209-1267. Call or text. You can also email Jason at jasonwalkershow.com, Facebook us, or tweet us at jwalkersports. Let's take a break. We'll come back, and when we do, we're going to talk to Capital coach Kyle Mihelish. His team, they just didn't perform well on Friday night and lost to number 1 Sentinel, so we'll talk to Coach about that. You've got Crosstown this week, and where does Capital fit in the playoff standings? We'll talk to Kyle Mihelish about that. Also still to come, Brooke Wilson, Montana State Cowgirl and local Helena girl, heading off to the Northern Rodeo Finals next week up in Kalispell. We'll talk to her about the fall season and about the summer with the NRA and the finals forthcoming. Also on this day in history and much more still to come, the Jason Walker Show is presented by Capital Collision Center. Montana State law says it is your vehicle. It is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. And they will get the job done right way, first way, every time. And it's the family connection, because it's a family-operated business. You feel it when you're there. You just absolutely feel it. And the calls, the texts, everything you get when your vehicle is there, they will take care of you. Capital Collision Center, nobody does it better on Euclid in Helena. Kyle Mihelish, Capital football coach, next. Jason Walker Show.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back to Major Mortgage Man Cave on a Tuesday. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. We move over here. No, that's even worse, the lighting. Man. Someday we'll figure this out. 6 months later. Anyway. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Still to come, Brooke Wilson, Montana State rodeo star, Helena girl, going to the Northern Rodeo Finals next weekend up in Kalispell. There is rodeo this weekend in Billings, and we'll talk about that in the Montana Rodeo Roundup coming up. Also on this day in history, your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week, and much more still to come. Let's see. Did I mention the walk-off? That's on the way too. So anyway, Okay. Well, I picked Capital to beat Sentinel, and that didn't happen. I picked Capital to beat Butte. That didn't happen. I'm gonna give Coach Mihelish a hard time about that. When do I if I pick Capital, they lose. I got to stop picking Capital, right? Same thing happens when I picked Helena High at Butte and sent over Sentinel. So maybe I'm just not a good picker. Although we're over 500, so like we're 22 games over 500. I think we're doing all right. Anyway, Capital had a tough one on the road last week at Sentinel. They're home this week. It is Crosstown in the Queen City. And joining us now to talk about it, how do they shut down Caden Hewitt and that powerful Bengals offense, is none other than the head coach of the Bruins of Capital, Kyle Mihelish. He joins us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline.
Well, Coach, just mentioned to you, I'm only going to spend a couple of minutes on what happened Friday night, but a very dominating Sentinel team. You guys just couldn't get the run going, and that really spelled the doom.
Yeah, no, we went to Missoula. I thought we were going to be able to compete with them. We kind of came out flat, and I'll take the blame for that. And we got outplayed, we got out hustled, we got out hit, we got out coached. It was a whooping from the first whistle to the last.
Can lead to a lot of other major.
When a coach says a team comes out flat, how can you change that? I mean, this was a big game. The kids knew that.
Well, it's the mentality, I think, and the week that you have and the preparation that you have. I really thought we prepared well. I thought we had a good plan going in. And I think just right at the beginning of the game, there was a little bit of a tussle there, and I don't know if maybe our kids got a little intimidated, but we were out in the field and a few Sentinel kids came out and obviously nothing happened, no flags or anything. They got lit up, and it was right at introductions, and it was a mess from the get-go. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, or, granted, Sentinel is a good football team. They have some good size. They have some good strength. I think that Zach Cruz is the real deal. I mean, he is every bit as good as everybody says. He can throw, he can run option. They run counters with him. They do powers with him. I mean, he is the guy, and I would say he's probably just all around the best football player in the state of Montana.
Wow, that says a lot, because there's some really good football players in this state for sure, including on your team. But what was it that their defensive line just wouldn't allow rushing to get going?
Well, they're big up front. I mean, they got 2 tackles in there. They're probably 280 pounds.
Oh.
And, we had a difficult time moving them. And then when you try to stretch the perimeter and get out on the perimeter, whether it be with powers or, any zone stuff, they're very fast at the linebacker and secondary positions. They close well on the ball. They gang tackle. They fly around. I mean, it was, they did a lot of great things. And, they're very athletic. And we are too. I mean, I don't think we're a 32-0 beating like we took, but, I thought we were going to hold in there. Maybe it was going to be a tight one. It wasn't our night, and we put that one behind us, and we're moving on.
And it doesn't get any easier as we talk to Kyle Mihelish, the Capital football coach, as you get the home sideline, but it's crosstown, and it means everything, not just city bragging rights, but there's a potential whether you host or not on the line, correct? Or are you locked into that host position?
Well, no, it's got to make or break for us. It's if we win this one and Butte loses, I don't have anything against Butte, but they're going to have a tall order to beat Sentinel.
Yeah.
If Butte loses and we beat Helena High, we're the 2 seed. We get a first round bye, and then we get a host the following round.
Okay.
If we lose, we're all the way down to 5th. And we're traveling to probably one of the Great Falls schools is kind of what we penciled out on Sunday.
Okay. Well, let's focus on that next week after you play Helena High. And like I said, it doesn't get any easier because this is a Bengals team that has a really good you talk about Zach Cruz. Caden Hewitt's maybe a better thrower, but he's pretty athletic and just as good too.
No, he's a special player. I mean, you're a 3-year starter in the AA. That doesn't happen very often. We haven't had that a lot here at Capital High School. We've had a lot of good football players here.
Yeah.
The last one I think was a 3-year starter for us was Marcus Wellnow, and he's obviously having success at the Grizzlies. But no, Caden Hewitt does a lot of great things. I mean, he can run the zone read. He can scramble well. I'm really impressed with his scrambling ability. When things break down, he can, whether it be with pressure or whatever it is, he can move around and he can find more time, and he finds the open receiver. And, you know, they got a good receiving core with McGurn and Anderson and Schlepp and obviously Holland and Evans' kid there. But, I mean, they do have a lot of weapons. I mean, he's got a darn good old line. I know the Goldman kids getting recruited by a lot of the frontier schools, and you know they're a solid offensive football team. They give you multiple formations. They do different things. So again, another week where in the Western AA you got your hands full.
Yep, there's no question about that. You mentioned Marcus Evans, the senior, committed to the Grizz. So him and Marcus Wellnell are going to be pretty good buddies by the time it's all said and done. But this kid is like a Zach Cruz. He's like you want to name somebody that's playing both ways, and he can do it. And he's tough on that defensive end for sure. So how do you adjust to him?
Well, the thing is, you got to know where Swero and he and Goldman are all the time. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense all the time if you're going to attack the three best players and they're on the same side of the ball. So, you know, schematically, offensively, we're gonna stick to our base stuff, but we have some little wrinkles for them and see how it goes. And you know, those guys are physical up front. Swero obviously playing tackle and defensive tackle, and Evans running back and linebacker. So I mean, you know, you like to say they're going to get a lot of reps. Maybe they're going to get tired, but you're the point of the year where, you know, our two-way kids and their two-way kids, we're going on, you know, game 9. So they're used to this stuff, and that shouldn't be an issue. You know, the wind and being tired shouldn't be an issue. But, yeah, preparing for those guys isn't an easy task. We'll have some certain things for them, but other than that, they're a good defense. They're a good unit.
Yeah, and your offensive line's got its work cut out for them again. Switch over to your defense, where your side of the ball there. How do you slow down or try to slow down that offense?
Well, the thing about their offense is that, I mean, they could, you know, just watching them today, could they get in a 3-by-1 set, and it's just quarterback lead, and they get 4 blockers on the perimeter, and there goes Hewitt for 70 yards. And then the next series, you come out, and, you know, he gets a little pressure, and then he slings one downfield, and then they down near the end zone, he slings a touchdown pass. And, I mean, it all happens fast. So they have the ability to score at any moment. So yeah, it's going to be, you know, it'll be nice to see how our guys respond to what Sentinel did to them. And, if we fly around and if we create some opportunity for ourselves and, you know, hopefully create some turnovers, you know, this will be an interesting game. And I still believe in our defense. I mean, I know Sentinel's a good football team, but I don't, like I said, it is what it is. But I know our kids are going to come out and play, and I say that every week. And I told them I was a little disappointed in them last week. That I don't know if we did that. I said I'm praising you guys in the paper and everywhere else. You got to be able to answer the bell, and they have, you know, the majority of the time. But they'll be ready on Friday.
Hey, you and I have talked every week, Coach Mihelish, and this is the Western AA. I mean, I watched Bozeman Gallatin. And as good of a game as that was, it's still not the Western AA. And no offense to the Eastern AA, but there's nobody outside of West that can compete over there, I don't think. But man, week in, week out, this is like we said, it's like playing a Frontier schedule. It's like playing an SEC schedule each and every week in the Western AA.
No, it is difficult every week. And, you know, not only are there athletic kids out there, and, you know, schemes and whatever else it may be, but there's a lot of great coaching, whether that be in the West or the East. I mean, it's you better have your coaching pants on every week if you want to have a chance in this league, and you better be prepared and you better be ready. And if you think you're going to take a week off, you're wrong, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, look at, you know, Butte gets after Glacier there, and then they turn around the next week and barely beat Hellgate 2017, but Hellgate's dangerous. I mean, I know we handled them 46-8 or whatever it was, or 6. But they're scary. And, it only takes a few plays, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, here we go.
Yep. Hey, I picked you guys to, what's that?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I heard something in the background. Capital coach for Kyle Mihelish, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. I picked you guys to upset Butte and upset Sentinel, and you let me down. Don't do that anymore. I don't know who to pick this week. I probably won't pick this game this week. I'm too close to both of you guys.
Yeah.
I can't choose this one, but I do have the Capital and Helena High helmet behind me all week, so that's the matchup for me.
There you go again.
You mentioned coaching pants. Are you going to ever wear those pants that you wore Friday again?
Oh yeah, I'm going to wear them Friday.
Okay, so you wear the same ones every week.
Every week.
You do change underwear, though.
Usually same short. There was one year I did when we were going on one of the 3 years in a row when we went to the semifinals. I said, we got to do something different. So we went on a big winning streak, so I kept the same underwear on for about 6 weeks.
Just during the games, though, right? I mean, you washed them in between?
Oh, no.
Oh, you just wore this. This is why I love sports. This is
yeah, well, you're going on a streak, man. You're on a streak.
You don't mess with a streak. That's what everybody says.
That's right.
You only wore them on game days, though, right?
No.
Oh, you just wore the same damn underwear?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think I washed them once in the sink.
Oh my gosh. People
That's
are
what I said at the end of that deal.
I bet you don't have those anymore, do you?
No, those are long gone, retired.
Do you have any other superstitions?
No, I think when I was younger, I was a little more superstitious. But at the end of the day, it's how you perform and how you prepare and how you block and how you tackle. It doesn't matter if you step over white lines or, I know a lot of people have different superstitions. As the older I get, those go away because you realize, you might waste a little more time on those than you should.
Yeah, but you save money on underwear, apparently.
That's right.
Kyle Mihelish, 6-week underwear guy. I love it. Hey, good luck on Friday night. Thanks for joining us as always. Can't wait to talk next week before the playoffs get going, and we'll figure all the seeding out after Friday night.
After Friday night, yep. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, Jason. Have a good one.
That is Kyle Mihelish joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. We'll dive into superstitions sometime down the road because he wore the same underwear for 6 straight weeks and not just for games. Oh, that's too funny. Too funny. Capital, Helena High, Friday night vigilante. We will talk to Scott Evans tomorrow about the Bengals and how do they plan to shut down the Bruins. It's always a good game. Crosstown. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. When we return, your Montana Rodeo Roundup coming up. We'll talk to Brooke Wilson, Montana State cowgirl. They got the Nile running in Billings this weekend. You've got the Northern Rodeo Finals next week. Brooke Wilson headed to the NRA in Great Falls. We'll also give you our Auto Contest Performance of the Week and much more coming up. Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture. 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Ruckers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Ruckers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back. Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday. On this day in history, coming up, the walk-off. Also, your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week is around the corner. And tomorrow, Scott Evans will join us. That's what she said. Alex Eshelman. On Thursday, we'll talk to Liz Habib. She's got a new podcast out talking about Penn State, and I wanted to get her thoughts on that and the old Joe Paterno issue. So we'll talk to her coming up. But first now, it is time to welcome in a senior at Montana State University. She is a transplanted Helenan, and she goes by the name of Brooke Wilson. She sits third right now in the barrel racing standings, heading into the spring college season. Brooke, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I appreciate you being able to join us. So when did you move to Helena?
We moved there just a couple years ago from Big Fork, Montana. Okay. So kind of newer there, but we really love it. So I'm excited to stay there for a while.
Oh, well, that would be good. This is a pretty good place. Plus, it's kind of middle of this state. So when you're going to rodeos all summer, you have a home base, not in Big Fork.
Oh, yeah. That's been a huge help. You're rodeoing out of the middle of the state, and Montana is quite large. So to get from one end to the other takes a while. So being in the middle is awesome.
There you go. You are a senior in Bozeman. I mentioned sitting third in the barrel racing standings right now behind Ashton Carlson of Western and Shay McDonald, your teammate there at Montana State. But a pretty good fall season. You happy with it?
Yeah. No, I was super happy. We stayed super consistent, and that's what we were going for, just trying to make every short round we could, and we accomplished just about that. We missed. We would have been right there if we wouldn't have tipped the barrel, but I was super happy, and it was fun. So
and,
I'm in a good spot. So yeah.
Yeah, no, you definitely are, and the rest of your team is as well. What's it What's it like being a Bobcat Rodeo cowgirl? Because there's some legends there, and you're becoming one of them.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. We lost our coach last year that we've had forever, which was sad to see him step down. But we have a great new coach, Kyle, and he's been doing a great job. And my team is awesome. They all put in the hard work, and we have a huge team. So we try to stay close to each other and help each other out when we can. But it's super fun, and like I said, I'll walk away with a ton of friends, close friends from it, which is awesome, and have those connections. So it's been good. I really enjoy being a Bobcat. So.
This is your Montana Rodeo Roundup, brought to you by Mark Laro Photography. We're talking to Brooke Wilson, Montana State senior barrel racer. Do you do anything else?
I breakaway rope.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not into the team roping?
Not in college. I still have to do it for fun.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So you mentioned losing Coach Bullich. Coach Whitaker came in, though, kind of late in the season. I think he got there like a week or two before the first college rodeo and in Cody. But what's he like? What's the difference between him and Andy?
Andy was awesome. They're both awesome, really. I think every coach has a different way of how they approach teaching and practice and all that. I think for Kyle, just coming in so last minute was probably tough on him, especially with like the biggest team in Montana and the Big Sky region. There's a lot that goes into that behind the scenes, with sponsors and all that stuff, getting support. But they're both awesome coaches. I don't have anything bad to say about either one of them. They've both helped me tremendously with my roping and barrel racing here and there, and it's been good. I really like both of them, though. I couldn't pick a favorite. Obviously, Andy I was with for way longer, right. And Tracy, his wife, they were awesome. So I kind of have a closer relationship there with them. But I think Kyle will do great at MSU. So,
what's your major?
I'm majoring in business management.
Okay, that makes sense. Because then you can just run the ranch or the farm or whatever, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, I try to keep my options open there. So
exactly.
Yeah, that's good to have under my belt. So
Montana State senior barrel racer and breakaway roper Brooke Wilson joining us. When I say the word you're a national, or the phrase you're a national champion, what does that mean?
It's awesome. It's awesome to have those titles. That was so cool that our team accomplished that last year. They put in a lot of hard work, and I barely missed going to college finals last summer, but my teammates who went, they all pulled through and pulled off a whole national championship. So that was awesome to be a part of.
Well, absolutely, because you are a part of that team. So it doesn't, whoever went, y'all, it was all good for everybody. So what's it going to take for you to get there this year?
Hopefully just staying consistent. I'm sitting better than I was last fall, so that's a plus, and just staying strong through the spring and making every short round you can, so I think that's the most important thing.
Talking with Brooke Wilson on the Jason Walker Show, Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. Take me through your summer, because you qualified for the Northern Rodeo Finals in Kalispell. Obviously, consistency there, too, paid off.
Yeah. My little mare's been great this summer and into the fall. She's just been super strong. For my goal this summer was to make the NRI finals, and I accomplished that. I wasn't planning on pro rodeoing, circuit rodeoing very much, and I just went to a couple just for fun. I ended up placing, I think it was second at Great Falls Pro Rodeo, and then I was up pretty high in the circuit standings. So I thought I better get my rodeo count in there, and I did. I just ended up missing that by a couple. But like I said, that was my goal. I made my goal to make NRA finals, and we did that. So we tried to hit every NRA we could. The closer ones, we obviously didn't go to the one super far away, but she pulled checks at just about every one of them. So that was awesome.
Yeah, no, that definitely pays off. And as we talked to Brooke Wilson, all right, so you're going to get back home, kind of, essentially. But what's Majestic Valley Arena like in comparison to some of these other ones you go to? Because it's a great facility.
Yeah, and so I grew up in Big Fork, which is right there next to Kalispell.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very familiar with that arena. We ran there a ton. She does awesome there, so I was super excited to go run there. It's not a standard pattern. I mean, it's not huge, but it's not tiny either. So I think it'll be fun. My mare loves indoor arenas, so do I.
Well, especially in October when you don't know if it's going to be chilly or snowy or hot, so you have no clue.
Yeah.
What are your horses' names?
My main girl horse is named Itchy. RBR Bobcat is a registered name, and my breakaway horse is Woody. We raised both of them. We bought Woody as a younger horse, but we raised Itchy. She's a baby, so we owned her mom and stuff. So.
Oh, that's cool. Are you pretty good at? Obviously, you're pretty good at training too. So
that would all be Ivy Redfield.
Okay.
She's like my mother. She raised me basically. So she trains all of the horses, and then her husband breaks all of them for us and shoes all of them. So they're my behind the scenes. They do all the work and let me take them and go compete on them.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
So my grandpa owns all my horses, so he lets me. He supports. He's a huge supporter of what I do. Mm-hmm. So they kind of all keep me going down the road every weekend.
We're talking with Brooke Wilson. Okay, so you moved to Helena. Did you just get engaged? Did I see that?
Yes, I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we got engaged in January, and we just set a date for June 18th, 2022, so this coming summer.
June 18th. That's usually the Wilsall Rodeo, like Gardner and Wilsall, isn't it?
Yeah, probably somewhere.
But you're okay with missing a couple?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually been to those two.
Oh, okay. They're not bad.
Yeah.
Wilsall's a lot of fun. I know people say Wilsaw, but I grew up over there, so it's Wilsall because it was named after a guy named Willie and his wife Sally.
Oh, well, that's good to know.
See, little info there. Yeah.
Got it. Cool.
All right, just a couple final ones here for you, but have you gotten to run the field at MSU in front of the football team?
Not yet, but Kyle's been asking me. I go home back to Helena every weekend, and obviously that's when the football games are. So I haven't been sticking around for him, but he keeps asking me everyone. He's like, "You want to do it? You want to do it?" And so today he actually texted me if I wanted to do it this weekend, and I said, I didn't have my horses here this week, so I said, "Is there any in November?" So I'll probably do the one in November. I think he was going to put me down for that. So that's kind of exciting. I know that's like a big deal at MSU, the football run on field with the horses. So yeah, so that'll be fun. No, I haven't done it yet, but
okay.
I'm excited. Yeah.
You have really good teammates, like you said. I think Molly's gone, but Seeley Salmond is still there. And then of course Paige and Shelby. They're really good friends of the show. Great family. What's it like being teammates with those two yahoos?
No, they're all super. They're all awesome. They're all super fun. And actually, I think it's Seeley who left, but Molly's still there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but so I'm with Molly, Shelby, and Paige. They're still all here, but they're all fun. I mean, high energy, just cheering for everyone else, and helpful whenever you need help, and So no, we have a lot of fun though.
I can only imagine with with those girls. They're a lot. They're fun. Great family too. So
both.
I love them. You have to run out with the horses though, because you just once you have to, because you'll regret it if you don't.
I know, that's what Ivy was telling me actually. She's like, you got to do it at least once, because if you don't, you will later on be like, I should have went and done it.
Yep. How cool is it that athletics has got you guys, the rodeo teams, back under the umbrella of athletics and not just a quote unquote club team?
Yeah, that's really awesome. That was a big deal this year, I believe. So, it's been pretty cool. We have a lot more things that they've given us, like we have tutors and like different things like that are just at our service,
Nice.
which is super nice. I know there's a lot of other things that I probably am not stating at the moment, but it's really cool. I think it'll be a big part or big help in the program at MSU with athletic directors and all those types of things for us. So it'll be a good deal. I'm sad that I won't be around to be part of it much longer, but it'll be good for the people to come.
Definitely. Brooke, I appreciate you joining us. It sounds like you're driving, so I'll let you go. Be safe there in Bozeman, because Bozeman has changed a lot.
Oh yeah.
Good luck. Good luck next weekend up in Kalispell. Do you get to compete at the Nile this weekend or no?
Yeah, I'm up there
Okay.
Friday night.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's a fun one.
Yeah. Then Miller Force Palace and go to that American qualifier over there. So
Yep.
it'll be good.
What's your favorite rodeo in the state of Montana? And you can't say the spring rodeo at MSU because that's the best one anywhere.
I was saying that too. Dang it. Favorite rodeo in Montana? That's a tough one because I was going to say that too.
I know. That's because it's the best.
I know it is. It really is. I don't know. I like there's certain arenas I think that that me and my mare run better at.
Okay.
It's usually the smaller ones, smaller arenas.
So Great Falls is good because Great Falls is small outside.
Yeah.
And inside too, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like Great Falls. That is a good rodeo.
Yeah, see,
Guess you could say that one.
I'm pretty
It's
smart.
spring.
I know my rodeo
Yeah.
grounds.
Yeah, you sure too.
Yeah.
You got it.
Have fun this weekend and next. Can't wait to follow you in the spring, and hopefully we can chat when you head off to the finals in Casper in June.
Perfect. Yeah. Hopefully I'm there.
Well, and we'll chat before that, I hope too. But congratulations on the engagement and on the fall season, on your college and everything. And have fun out there, okay?
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. That is Brooke Wilson joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. And she's fun. She's fun to chat with. And just got engaged and getting married next summer. Congratulations. But run at the Nile Friday night, and then she'll be up at the Northern Rodeo Finals in Kalispell in 2 weekends. So lots of great stuff going on. In fact, the Nile this weekend is the first PRCA event in Montana in the 2022 PRCA season. And it's like she said, it's a qualifier for the Americans. So super cool. Appreciate her joining us. All right, let's do that was your Montana Rodeo Roundup, by the way, brought to you by Mark Laro Photography for all of your calendar needs. Mark's got calendars coming up. He's been all over the state in the last few weeks. You can follow him on Facebook, taking photos and posting them on Facebook, and they are fantastic. Like the dude's been doing graduation stuff, but he's also been doing like landscapes and cowboy stuff. Oh, he's so good. MarkLaroePhotography.com. All right, your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Some good ones, but got to go with Shields Valley star Dylan Flatt. 4 touchdowns, including the go-ahead score, as Shields Valley Rebels rallied from a 28 deficit to beat Bridger and win the South Crown, which is pretty awesome. Flatt had 166 yards rushing, 48 receiving yards, and also a 10-yard TD pass, a 5-yard run, a 1-yard run, and then an 11-yard scoring pass as well, or another touchdown. There you go, 1-yard run. So he had a couple of 1-yarders. He had 4 touchdowns. He also had 17 tackles and a fumble recovery. Dylan Flatt, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week from the Shields Valley Rebels. All right, let's on this day. Oh, Auto Concepts, by the way. Get in there. Lift kit. Tinted windows. Get your remote starter scheduled now. Okay? Car stereo. They do it all. Auto Concepts on Centennial in Helena. Pretty close to Mountain Nutrition, which brings us on this date. Mountain Nutrition with great shakes, great teas, and healthy as well.
You can also get an aloe shot. But those teas with a metabolism booster, the teas and the shakes, 21 vitamins and minerals, Mountain Nutrition. You follow them on Facebook, MTN Nutrition. On Instagram, MTN Nutrition MT. Today is October the 19th. It is Pro-Life Day of Silent Solidarity. It is Seafood Bisque Day and Pharmacy Technician Day. On this date, 1933, the Berlin Olympic Committee voted to introduce basketball in 1936. 1941, the first woman jockey in North America, Anna Lee Wiley, rode in Mexico. 1957, Montreal Canadian Maurice Rocket Richard becomes the first NHLer to score 500 goals. 1966, another NHL Hall of Famer, Bobby Orr, would make his debut for the Bruins. 1997, the 700th World Series home run was hit by Cleveland Indians catcher Sandy Alomar. Happy birthday, 1876, Mordecai Three-Finger Brown, Hall of Fame pitcher, born on this date in 1876 with the Cubs, won a couple of World Series crowns. Led the NL in wins in 1909. And happy birthday, 1949, Lynn Dickey was born. Met him at Steakhouse in Manhattan. Oasis, the Oasis. Met him in Manhattan. 1862, Evander Holyfield was born. He had both ears at the time. 1982, it is Louis Oosthuizen's birthday, the South African golfer. Winner of the British Open in 2010. He's also been runner-up in all four majors, including the U.S. Open this last summer when he blew it on the last two holes. Let's see what else happened on this date. 1990, Dances with Wolves, directed by Kevin Costner, premiered and went on to win the Academy Award in 1991. Great movie. Dances with Wolves. And there's a very interesting story behind that. Kevin Costner, if you ever get a chance to check it out, I shared it on my Facebook page. In fact, I think it popped up in my memories today. But he was telling the story on, was it Graham Norton? Is that the guy overseas? But Costner had this friend that was like a writer. And after, he stayed with him for a while and just, how if you stay with friends too long, sometimes tempers. So Costner basically kicked him out, and the guy was like, read this, and he goes, no. And it took like a year or two, and Costner finally read this manuscript, and it was Dances with Wolves, and he went on to win an Academy Award for it. So it's a great story. It's a lot better when he tells it. But that is On This Day in History, brought to you by Mountain Nutrition, 3222 Centennial Drive, between Auto Concepts and BMC.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
The walk-off is presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Cafe Zydeco on Euclid and Helena. Shrimp po' boys. We talked, it is Seafood Bisque Day. I don't know if they have seafood bisque, but they have unbelievable seafood. Seafood gumbo. You can get etouffee crawfish or shrimp. That's hot. Shrimp and corn chowder, seafood gumbo, jambalaya, pasta zydeco. I think, aside from the fried catfish, is my favorite. The po' boys, the classic sandwiches. Oh, Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Nick Rolovich was fired yesterday as the coach of Washington State. Did you see this? Because he refused to get the vaccine. And Washington, the state, and their dumbass governor, Jay Inslee, are firing all state employees who don't have the vaccine, which is technically illegal. I mean, a mandate is not a law. A mandate is a suggestion, but it's not a law. It doesn't matter what your president wants to say or his moronic press secretary. A mandate is not a law, but Nick Rolovich and 4 or 5 other coaches fired because they didn't get their vaccines. Paying attention yet, folks? Be smart. Look, I have mine. I don't care if you have yours or not. I got mine because I want to travel out of the country. I also don't want to really, Anyway. Thanks to Kyle Mihelish joining us. Brooke Wilson Montana State rodeo athlete, joining us as well. Appreciate that. Tomorrow, Scott Evans will join us. Helena High coach. We'll talk to Alex Eshelman. That's what she said. Get her thoughts on the Cats and Grizz games and much more. We hope you join us. Jason Walker Show. 4 o'clock. We'll do it again tomorrow. If you missed anything, go to jasonwalkershow.com. Have yourself a fantastic Tuesday. Talk to you soon.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.